it's Ren. So today I have another fall makeup look for you guys, and this is really simple and a really easy look to pull off. I think that even though it's a color that it isn't always flattering on every eye color, I think that it works really well for everybody. So I'm calling this my soft and sexy look because I think it's very nice and soft appearance on the eyes. So I just did these kind of gray brown colors. I'm not sure if the camera's gonna pick up on the correct color, but I tried to make it kind of have this nice kind of soft gray gradient effect all over the eyes, and then just some very natural cheeks and just a little bit of a glossiness on the lips. The lip gloss has faded off a little bit, but it was very glossy and just added some nice natural color to the lips. So yeah, but I really hope you enjoy this look. It's very professional and very kind of just good for every day, and also works really well for the winter as well. So yeah, I'll just let you get to the tutorial and see you next time. Bye! I've already defined and highlighted my eyebrows with my Anastasia Go Brow Pencil. And now I'm just going to prime my eyelids with my Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion in Original. So my camera didn't record this last part, but I put down the first colored eyeshadow that I used, and I'm using this little e.l.f. brush. And I'm using this shadow right here, which is a kind of a light gray, almost a brown shadow. It has a little bit of a brown tint to it, and some very small, almost kind of pinky shimmer. And I just focus this all onto the lid, going up a teensy bit into the crease, just to make it really soft and smoky. So then the next color I'm going to be using, I'm going to be taking this nice crease brush from xoxo, and I'm going to be this color right below it, right here, which is a little bit of a lighter gray. Just tap that in there on the point, and then I'm just going to sweep this into the crease, going all the way into the eye. And you're also going to want to bring it out just a little bit out here, because we want to give it kind of a defined little wing. So now I'm going to take this smaller crease brush, just a little bit broader on the top, and I'm going to be using the shade Gunmetal from the Urban Decay Naked palette. Just pat that in there. And I'm going to focus this right onto the outer part of the crease. So just going right in here and sweeping back and forth. I'm going to blend that out a little bit with this blending brush, just to make it a little bit softer because it's a little dark for me. Now taking a small little angle brush, go back to that first color you put down. So I'm just going to take that kind of brown gray that I used and sweep this along the lower lash line all the way into the inner tear duct of the eye. You also want to bring that color up so it connects with the color on the top of your eye. I'm going to go back to that first crease brush I used, and I'm going to use this very, very light brown gray color down here at the bottom. And I'm just going to pat that in there, make sure not to get too much product. And I'm going to use on my upper and lower lash lines to make it a little bit softer, because we kind of want this kind of softening ombre effect. So I'm going to sweep it right above the color that I have here at the top, kind of sweeping up towards the brow bone. It's just making it really, really soft, kind of gradient effect to it. Then go back, and I'm also going to do this on the lower lash line. So this way the color is coming slightly down on the eye, but it's not this giant kind of raccoon eye look. So I'm starting with my Rimmel Exaggerate Waterproof Eye Definer in Nord. So I'm just going to tight line, just slightly lift up the eye. And I'm also going to put this onto my lower lashes, so go right into those lashes. I'm going to try to stay away from it being in the waterline, and do it along all of your lower lashes, all the way until they end. A little bit of a defined line for me, so I'm going to take a tissue and just wrap it around my fingertip, and then go in there and go along the waterline. And this is also going to go in there and kind of take away some of that eyeliner that is present in the waterline and kind of make it a little bit softer. So it's not this bold eyeliner that you can see, but it's kind of like a soft effect in there. I don't know if the camera's going to focus, but just a little bit so there's some dark definition. So now I'm going to line the eyes thinly using my Revlon Colors Stay Liquid Eye pen, and this is in black. And I'm just going to do a thin line. I'm not going to do a flick or anything this time because I want it to be very just soft. So I'm going to do just a thin line really close to my lashes. I'm just doing short strokes, working my way into that inner corner. I'm going to go back to the outer corner and thicken it up a little bit. It's basically just going a little bit higher than the line existent and dragging it in. And I'm going to go in with my eyeliner blending brush, and that first eyeshadow I used on my lid, go back in there, and I'm going to blend out that line very slightly. So now we're going to move on to the last step, which is the lashes. So first, just curl your lashes so that they are nice and high. I'm going to be using the Buxom Lash Mascara, just the regular Buxom mascara. And it has a really nice brush like this. Really great for kind of lengthening and volumizing, I think. I really like it. I think I might want to get a full size. This is only the sample. I don't want the camera to focus. I can show you. There you go. But it's really nice. I'm just going to go in and kind of slightly close my eye and bring the wand up. Because for this, I really want more of a lengthened effect than the thickened effect. I'm not focusing too much on getting volume, more length. And so now we are all done with the eyes. So it's just a very soft, nice kind of browny gray color. So now we're going to move on to the face. So I'm only using a little bit of contouring, so I'm going to do some bronzer in there. And I'm just using my Body Shop bronzer in number 1. And then I'm going to take this mineral powder brush, which I really like actually to use for blush and for contouring. Just going to pat that in there. And I'm mostly focusing this onto the hollows of my cheeks, which is where I like to do most of my contouring. I'm also going to do the sides of my nose. And along my hairline, just for some extra color. For the cheeks, I'm going to be using this xoxo cream blush. This is in Blossom. So it's this very light, like a nude color, and there's like a little brush hair in there right now. But I'm going to be using just this big brush from Eco Tools, and I usually use this for my cream blushes. Just swirl it around in there. I'm going to pat this onto my cheeks. And this blush is just very soft and very natural. It's like a very, very light pinky skin tone kind of color. So it's not this overpowering brush because I want the eyes to kind of be that center of attention, but I want everything to be very soft and just very, I don't know, just very soft and pretty. And this gives just a slight kind of glow to the cheeks without adding a ton of color on there. So then lastly for lips, I wanted just a bit of a hint of a pink color so it brings out the natural color, and I also want it to be kind of glossy. So I'm going to be using my Too Faced Mood Swing lip gloss, and this is a lip gloss that has a pink pigment that the color of the pink changes, like it warms up or cools down depending on your skin temperature. So I'm just going to use a little bit of the gloss. This all over my natural lips. You don't need any lip liner or a lip color underneath. This just kind of defines your natural lips with a nice glossy finish, and also gives them a little bit of a pinky color to them. And so this is the finished look. Just these very light kind of blushy cheeks, the very nice rosy natural lips, and then these very soft, smoky, sexy gray eyes that I think are really pretty for fall. A very simple, kind of a professional look, just very nice and like defined. and I really enjoy this look. I think it's also really great for winter because it kind of gives, like, you know, the red lipped kind of look with these really kind of soft like gray eyes that kind of like go with those like really like gray like snow clouds. I think it's really great for fall or for winter, so you can wear it for either season. I think it'll be great. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this look, and I will see you next time. Bye guys.